Jonathan, the way this has been a battle, is it almost deserved to go 7 games?
Yeah, no doubt. I think both teams at times have found it tough to, obviously, as we've seen, put 2 wins back to back. I think we've always done a good job of coming back hard after a loss and evening up the series and giving ourselves a chance to stay alive. And you know, I think they've done a good job of going back and stealing that momentum when we have it. So I think when you get to this point, everyone says Game 7, anything can happen. That's I think what we truly believe. So you know, we got to try and change that trend in the next one.
Jonathan, I know Duncan doesn't like talking about himself. Can you put into words exactly just how good he was in that second period? He's triggered 3 goals. He saved 1 in the third period, and just what he means to this team, both ends of the ice. Well,
I mean, there's nights where you look at the score sheet and you see how great he can be. You know, how pivotal, I think, and how much he means to our team, especially in these big games. But I think whether he's on the score sheet, whether he's making those plays, and you see it or not, he's there every night, and he's making that difference no matter what. So I think we always know that in the locker room, and we've seen it in previous years in the playoffs. You know, games like tonight where it's must win, you can definitely count on him stepping up and being one of our best players, if not our best player. You know, he's offensive and he's all over the rink, and it just seems like he never runs out of energy. So pretty amazing game tonight.
Dunk, you guys have won 2 Stanley Cups on the road. You've had huge games on the road before. Does that add to the confidence you guys would have going into Anaheim for this one?
Well, I think, yeah, we've got a lot of experience in playoffs, but we know Anaheim's a tough building. We've had some good games there this year and this year in playoffs. So it's like anything else, though. I think it's one game, and it's just a matter of going out there and executing in the one game. And like I said, we've got experience being on the road, but try and draw on that as much as you can, and you know, do your best you can.
Hey, Dunk, I know you're famous for your workout regimen, but can you shed light on why you're not just able to play the minutes you do, but play them at a high level? And have you lost weight in the playoffs? Like, do you have trouble keeping it on?
Well, I don't really weigh myself, so I don't know what I weigh, but I think, you know, I've always taken pride in working out and training. When I was younger, I was never a big guy. I'm still not the biggest guy, so it's a way to, you know, to try and maybe even the playing field in some ways. That I'm a little smaller, so try to use everything I can to my advantage. But you know, at the same time, we've got guys on our team that are hard workers. The guy sitting next to me works just as hard. It's not me. It's a team, and you know, certainly think that, you know, I train hard in the gym, but you know, I think maybe some of that might, I don't know if it gets talked about a little too much or what, but because I think everybody in the game today nowadays trains hard and works hard and does their due diligence off the ice.
Jonathan, you guys put up 38 hits tonight, and many of them very punishing. I'm just wondering if that was just the talk coming into this game of just being a little more physical.
Yeah, I mean, I think to a certain degree, it's kind of been the talk all series that they've been trying to wear us down and outplay us on the physical side. I think there's always confidence in our group that we can respond to that and turn the tables a little bit. So I think tonight it was mostly our energy that maybe got us going and translated into that physical play. I think guys like Bix were really getting us going on that note. So I think when you're excited to play and you understand what's at stake in a big game like this, everyone can contribute in that way, and I think it gets everyone excited.
Jonathan, I think people outside the game are always marvel at how a team like yours with so many good players finds a level at the last minute like you did tonight. I guess the question is, you know, why do you have to wait to a game like this to get that level, and where does it come from? Why is there always a higher level for you guys to find when you need it?
I don't know if it's the fact that we want to wait to this point to bring that out of us. I think I think you see Anaheim really raising their play as every game goes along as well. And, you know, we give everything we got, and then as games get more and more important, I think you dig deeper and deeper, and that's, you know, pretty much, you know, the most you can do. And that's all you can ask from your teammates and yourself. And, you know, I think when we realize our season's on the line, we kind of think back to everything that went into us getting to this point, and we realize the opportunity that we have and the group that we have. You know, throw everything in the mix, and you know, that's your motivation right there, is to go throw everything at them. So when you do that, you know, you let the chips fall, and I think we have the ability and the talent and the character, the experience to turn things in our favor on a night like tonight.
Jonathan, this will be, I believe, your 4th Game 7 since you've been with the Blackhawks. Can you just talk about what's special about a Game 7 and you know, the kind of thing you dream of playing in, and what both teams you can be eliminated as opposed to one fighting for his life? And Duncan, if you might answer the same question.
When you said Jonathan, I stopped listening.
Well, to kind of elaborate on what I was saying before, I think you raise your play, you know, every game as you go deeper and deeper into a series. And I think as a hockey player, you know, you want to talk about the cliche of growing up as a kid and playing on the backyard rink and, you know, pretending that you're playing that Game 7. I think you just think of that as the ultimate test for any player to see what you got and to see what you can bring in a high-pressure situation like that. So I think that's the exciting thing, and again, we can resort to our experience in these situations and just feel confident that we're going to go work, and fate's on our side. We'll find a way to make things happen. I think, you know, I was saying a moment ago as well that we want to reverse the trend of alternating games back and forth with this team, and I think we're feeling good about our game right now, and we know we got another step to make if we want to finish the series off on the road.
Duncan, what do you remember from Game 7 last year in the conference final, and is this kind of fitting that you have a kind of a chance at redemption?
Yeah, I think just like every game this playoff and every series, there's just, you know, there can be momentum swings and ups and downs throughout a game, and I think that knowing that experience, that obviously we want to have a good start, but knowing that they're going to get some chances and they're going to have some time with the puck, so it's just a matter of playing our game, you know, and whatever adversity gets thrown our way, just fight through that and deal with it.